Okay, so crit time. Let's do this and close everything. We're gonna blast through these crits. There's a lot of them. Transition. Okay, so sure. We'll start with your tank, Ref. Oh, there's so many good things in here. Let me do a quick scan, and I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing crazy. Looking good, looking good. Asen Gamer. I don't know if I said that right. Welcome. Thanks for the follow, man. Uh-oh, what's Matt doing? Okay, I got to glance at that. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're going to start with... I'll just bring this over. We're starting with Killan. Anyways, he was really pushing, trying to get that material lighting looking just right, and it's feeling pretty freaking nice, man. Your texture resolution and your albedo looks really nice. There's a little bit of light bleeding going on. Let's get the epic out. I apologize too if I'm gonna move pretty quick. This week's gonna be weird for streaming, but we're gonna make it work. So overall, this is looking pretty good, pretty good. Like compared to your other past renders, this is like dope. So you've got a little bit of light bleeding happening in here, where it's not just getting dark enough in there. I don't necessarily know the exact fix for that. Maybe looking at how your light maps are being set up on here and making sure that it's got enough pixels to generate some nice lighting behind or shadows in that area. There's a weird seam right here. Man, this is a cool space though. This trim looks really nice. This is really cool as well, just having it pressed against the wall. The wood for the door frame feels like it might be different wood than the trim here. So like this wood versus this wood. Might want to like try and align those a bit more. And as you, I don't know how far you want to take this, but as you prop this space, make sure you solve these. Like this back area is not as bad. Is it? Yes. This back area is not as bad because there's enough stuff happening back there. Put a chair there or something. Just think about how you would live in this space. Yeah, but make sure that you think about these laser lines, as we like to call them. And then your ceiling as well has a bit of a laser line action going on. There's a number of things you can do with the ceiling. Just think about I don't know. Look up other ceiling materials and see how places are dealing with their ceilings. There's textural things you can do. There's adding like a dome light, right? Like this. Like you wouldn't see those two in this composition, but just to have like a dome. Like maybe it's got like a little edge here and it's got the screw on there. What's that? Maybe there's the curved insets in the glass. Because that'll give your AO something to grab onto. It'll give you some other material definitions and cause gradients across the surface of your ceiling. Matter, thanks for the follow. You Awesome. You. Awesome. Okay, next up we got Raf. Chandelier. We need the chandeliers. Nomad, just a quick thing on laser lines. Laser lines are basically really sharp edges that tend to grab your eye, and they point your eye in directions that maybe the artist is not intending for you to look. So breaking those up by like putting toys there, or adding a chair here that hides that, or a little basket thing with a little bedding for a dog, stuff like that will help break it up. Adding a little bowl here for the dog, you start building a story, maybe some little drops of water. Yeah, stuff like that helps immensely. Hanging a calendar, make sure to put stuff on these walls. Maybe if you don't put ceiling lights, maybe the ceiling ends up getting a little bit darker because there's like wall, what are they, sconces? Is that sconce? I don't know. All right, onward. Tank is looking hot, man. The side detail looks better. Boob lights. Matt, you can't have a nice place without boob lights. That's just how it rolls. This is cool that you have this exposed area now, exposing actual like stuff happening in the inner workings, right? This shape is still really like squiggly feeling, so be careful about that. Yeah, we just keep scrolling through. Nothing's really sticking out too crazy. Make sure that this isn't so, whoa. Make sure that this isn't so low poly. And we lost our music. Whoa. All right, we're going with it. Yeah, this is pretty low poly right now. Make sure that you round those out if this is your high poly, which I'm assuming it is. I don't know if you're planning on baking it down or anything like that either, but it's looking cool. Yeah, and then make sure your treads system is set up well with your wheels themselves. Oh, we got Corey is like, validation, is this AO good enough? So this AO is good if you don't have, like, it's a correctly baked AO for what you gave it. If you bake the AO with the high poly involved, you're going to get much more detail and a more believable shape. Because see, like this edge right here, that's an example of a laser line. You can see like it chops right through the shot, or right through where that image is, and you have to be really careful with that, or else dude, that song is not working for me. We're going to the Feels Right playlist. There we go. Safe. We've got Jess Morgan, block out. Cool block out for sure. Block out. Nice Diablo fan art, dude. Awesome. So much instancing you can do in here. Just make one thing and you can make a bunch of it already, right? Like these. These are all the same asset. These are all the same. You can make this piece. This piece. Sweet. I can write numbers, yeah. It's looking cool though. Compositionally, it's fine right now. It's block out. There's not too much to say on it yet. Make sure your lights are focusing on the points of interest. Like this light is kind of odd. Whereas everything is like focusing right on that the centerpiece, right? Low poly is done on the, nice, dude, look at that. So you were able to add the detail and fidelity on the edge here, but then like divide it by 1 by merging all those together to lower the detail in the geo. This is good. So this type of formation, it allows you to have that stepping be higher detail on the edge, but then go down as you go inward. You don't need extra geo in here to explain the shapes that are going on here. Like what you have here is enough. It's good. Let's see here. Are you doing mirroring on your UVs and stuff here? Because if you are, then that edge makes sense to me. If not, then you might not need it other than here, and you'll need it here for sure. This is me. Voron, this is pretty cool, man. Simple yet effective. AO only, diffuse, normal AO. Looking good. You're getting, I can't tell, but I feel like your normals are skewing a little bit. Like it feels longer here than it's supposed to. Might want to check to make sure. I could be wrong. It's hard to tell from there. Yeah, Simp, it's looking good though, man. Can't wait for that bake. Gonna be hot. Melt, dude, stylized house, awesome. You're starting to do the things that I was talking about that really help. Like, so you have laser lines, right? Stylized art. Can I critique myself? Get out of town. There's not enough time to critique myself. You're adding geo to help break up the laser lines, and laser lines tend to happen a lot when you're making stylized art. Just because they're so low poly stylized art. Just make sure you do it like all over the place. Like I see it here. I don't see it here. Maybe have it happen again here. Door looks really cool. Scale is really nice. Maybe these could be a little bit wider so that you can see them. You can add a little bolt to them. Super cool. I'm getting deja vu. It's really weird. Magic bus. Look at that gun. Dang, son. I got no crits for you. This is crazy. You even got the spring in there. That is sick. Huh. I guess I would suggest if you're going to have all that detail in there, you need to have a good way to display a cutaway of the gun so that you can see all the inner workings. Just like cut it down the center and then be able to hide chunks of it so you can show all the stuff on the inside. Gamer, make sure to go ahead and post it in here. I probably won't get to it, but we're always active in the work in progress thread, so it's really good to just drop it in there. People will look at it. You look chill, dude. Is that you, Justin? You look chill. You look quite relaxed. Maybe a little party heavy. Enjoying some music. I bet that's electronic music. It's either that or metal. There's no other music. Block out wise. This is looking gray box. Yeah. Yeah. For your leaf placement, make sure, I guess maybe you're just blocking it out still. I'm not sure. Make sure to add some randomization in which direction the leaves are going. Just so that they have a much more natural placement to them. Justin, you like my comments on your picture? You look chill, man. Yeah, nice. Chill. The wear on here might be a little heavy. I'd be curious to see what your scene looks like unlit, just to see like where your albedo textures are sitting. Brightness wise, oh awesome, getting some motion in there, dude. All right, I'll look at the more recent stuff. Looking at props, this is pretty good. You got some pretty good edge. Like, be careful about wear on the edge being pretty even and down across the thing. It kind of gives a procedural feel. Just keep that in mind when you're going through that stuff. Let's see what else we got here. That scene's looking cool though. We got Matt playing with Who dizzle? Look at this guy. Oh, I'm just gonna, you know, make a shit ton of rocks. Just cuz. With some sliders. You badass. Oh yeah, dude. Dude, this is sick. I'm excited. Oh yeah, man. And you're just doing it, you're having it spawn based off of dude, you can do this in with the replicators in Modo. It's great. This is sick. We got Ben touching up a sculpt on the steps. That's the Ben I know. Look at those little details. Very good, man. Yeah, Matt is playing with Houdini. So, I don't have much to say on this, man. The placement of your details is really nice because it's spread out. Like, I don't know if you guys notice, like, the spacing between, if I just start doing this, this could be pretty interesting to you guys. So if you notice if you draw a line between all these, they're all the same distance from each other for the most part. I don't know if you've noticed that, Ben. But I mean, a lot of these, like that distance stuff might go away might go away when you start baking out all that information. But dude, the shapes look really cool. Like, I really like this stuff here. These subtle layers. That seems like it was quite the pain if it's all one mesh. See, these layers are what makes stone feel right. Because stone or rock is just layers of rock layered on top of each other. Houdini is the shit. I think Houdini is where games need to be going as far as like getting rid of some of the, especially as we go more open world. You want to basically procedurally build a lot of the simple small things that take away from your ability to focus on the more interesting stuff at hand, the more unique things. But yeah, we got through all this stuff. Let me see if I can get to that one that was in chat from Gamer. Give me a second, Gamer. I got you. I got you, man. Sick. So, let's throw down. Lettuce and tomatoes. Okay, so compositionally, it's looking pretty good. I might suggest rotating your camera to look more that direction. That way your motorcycle sits, like the front of it sits more around here. So you're just kind of like shifting a little bit to the left. It'll show more of these stairs to like allude to more going up. Might do something on the brick wall just so it's not a blank. Like maybe some of this paint stuff up on the top coming down. Ivy looks really good. Looks like you're using that either that Ivy tool or you've just gone crazy in Speed Tree or something. This corner is really nice. I might suggest maybe positioning a light so that you get a higher contrast on that edge. That way you can actually see it a bit more, because you put a lot of effort into that. Yeah, the vegetation looks like that spline system, which it's pretty hot, man. It looks nice. What's your frame rate in this scene? It's crazy. Looks crazy. This lip here is very strange to me. it might be worth, depending, like you could treat this upper area as like a, I don't know, you could lower the ground here and then maybe add like railing and stairs here. And just do this. I don't know if that's visible on stream. Oh yeah, that's you're okay. Yeah, maybe add like little pegs here. Maybe you could put like a bumper here, and then this could be like a explain this space, right? So maybe this is like a bumper. So vehicles back up to this, they drop the back of the vehicle open, and then they pick up stuff and they go this way, or they go through this door, and maybe it's like a back room supply to a restaurant or something. What's up, Johnny? We're about to end the stream. We got about 6 minutes to go. But what is up? It's by hand, you freaking beast. Hey, Bob. How you doing? How you doing? If you guys have not, go ahead and follow the stream. I would love you forever. Let's see what else is... Dude, that hand place modeling Ivy stuff, that's ace. Another thing I guess I would look into is, so this shadow line is really sharp. See if you can find a way in the light maps to soften that up. This plastic looks really good. I like the fence detail here. Overall, the scene is quite dark, so I would like to ask you, if you can, if you're on the Discord, to post a screenshot of the albedo only so that we can look and see how dark your darks get and how light your lights are. The other thing to point out is the glass is like super bright. It's probably worth just making these non-reflective, maybe. You could place like a really small light and point it at the edge to like get the hard edge on there. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Thank you. Just place some small lights and just point them at these edges just to get a highlight on that edge, and then you can just keep these all pretty dark. And then the only other thing I would say is the brick here is pretty flat right now, and I'm not sure why. It looks really nice here. But yeah, it's feeling flat, and I don't know if it's because of the normal map or like how you've built the shader. I miss your DJ. What is this? This is one of the new guys coming to the stream. Maybe there should be a ramp, right? And then you should have like a burnout line from the motorcycle as it goes down the ramp. Or like came around the corner, coming up the ramp, came to a screeching halt, and you get like a little bit of those tire burn marks. Or it's just ping. It's ping everywhere. Oh, man. Anywho, this is looking really cool. Make sure to add like little trash, and especially around the edges on stuff. Like it'll help you ground the buildings to the ground itself. Like it's like that bridging gap. Maybe push the door in just slightly more so that you get a little bit more payoff for the depth that's there. Yeah, hopefully that helps. I feel like maybe you should get like a blue light up here that's pointing at the ivy here, so that you get like this really nice highlight, and then the light ends up wrapping around this, and it'll just end up volumizing your ivy. And if these are all dark, like is this gonna work? Yeah, if these are all dark like this, right? You can then put a light here. Maybe it's out of shot, maybe it's up here, and have it shine this way. And then you get the highlight on the railing, you get the cool shadows of the railing onto the ivy, and you get some lighting radiating off on the ivy. And then a blue light to maybe simulate the moonlight. That's highlighting the edge of this. That way you get shape and volume to your ivy, so that you get the ultimate payoff, because you're getting it here, which is awesome. I want more. I want more. Yeah, posters, graffiti, anything to break up the walls. Just make sure it's not too busy. Maybe a call box here with a little light. Maybe the guys that come out from here, there's like a little thing for cigarettes, and there's like little butts on the ground and stuff like that. Good stuff. Hopefully that was helpful. I just spewed out like all these ideas. If you need to look back on these, there is a YouTube channel, and I will post this link in the Discord early as it comes onto YouTube. I have to edit it and change some things around, so very, very slightly open the door. I see that, Joe. But yeah, overall, looking dope. Looking awesome. It's really good. Oh, man. You could put a bottle right here. Just one bottle. Butt grunge. Good stuff. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I will see you in 2 days. We'll have Ben in here getting all hot and sweaty. It's going to be great. I will check you guys later. And thanks for hanging out. See you in 2 days. Peace and love be upon you, Matthew O'Halloran.